see, this is why I don't do my hair like this anymore.
What happened?
Because who do I look like?
Who do you think you look like?
Alexis Mateo.
Yeah. Hey everyone, it's MeraMangle.
And it's me, Chasity V.
And welcome to another Mangle morning.
Woo!
Alexis Mateo, how are you?
Bam!
We live. She's right behind you too. Watch out.
Ooh.
She's always on the set
at?
with us.
Oh, yeah. With the same hair on.
Right. Alexis Mateo always stands out on her season, no matter where she places. She's always involved in the storyline. She always has a storyline. She always
makes it pretty far.
She's a main character, no matter what. I mean, even the time she's done bad, it's been like 5th place.
Yeah.
And that's only because someone lied on her. Again, main story. So she won't be talked about today. That's the end of it.
But who will?
The non-playable characters.
Ooh.
Or, aka, the Kandy Ho edit. There's a trend every season or so of a queen getting an edit that is essentially no edit, being edited out of the program.
You weren't there.
We don't get to learn anything about your life. We don't know how you feel about most situations.
This is like the Sherry Pie edit.
She could be on this list, but that's a whole separate category.
That's a whole different reason.
But in some cases, almost. You would think, what'd she do?
Okay.
What happened with her? So we're going to go through and talk about those cases and see, like, if we can figure out why. And if they need to come back and get a redemption, or if the show did them dirty, or if, maybe, like, speculate.
Or maybe there was something we didn't know.
Throw out wild allegations and rumors.
We love our conspiracy theories.
Right. That's a whole separate program we could do.
Okay.
Kandy Ho, what's infamous is that she was in 7 episodes of Season 7 and had 72 seconds of confessional time.
That's ridiculous.
That's offensive, honestly. Because Acacia wasn't like, we got to hear about how she felt about every single thing. Ginger and Kennedy complained about stuff, we got to hear from everyone.
Maybe she just wasn't very verbal.
The only story arc she had was that first episode, and it was literally just saying to Tempest du Jour, how old are you? And that's it. That's her whole story.
Yeah.
But she was there 6 episodes after that. And she was in the bottom a lot, too. And, typically, if that's the case, you hear from them. You know what I mean? We hear, what's going on or how she's feeling about it. We really don't get that. And that's where this kind of comes from. So we're going to start with Kandy. We're not going to necessarily go in order. Because she's still, I would say still, probably the most infamous.
Yeah.
We really don't know why.
There's literally no rhyme or reason that we know of. I wonder if she knows. Kandy Ho?
I guess you could make
Do you know?
Right. You could make the assumption for anyone on this list that maybe they're just not that interesting or they didn't have much to say, like you said.
Yeah, because you can't, if you get in confessional and you don't have anything to say.
But if you landed in the bottom that day, there should at least be a few words you could verbalize to explain how you're feeling or whatever. I remember one of her bottoms, the only confessional she got was 2 seconds, and it just cut to her going, what the fuck? That's how she felt about the day? I mean, that does happen. That's real. But
it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Because we definitely forget that she was there.
Would you like to see her back on the show?
If they're going to give her some airtime, yeah.
It's hard to say if I would want to see her back, because I feel like I don't know her.
Yeah, I don't.
It was designed that way.
I'd like to know her.
She was a fierce performer.
Yeah.
I remember she had the struggle with sometimes painting on a beard. So I'm sure she's fixed that.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to see her back.
Be a fierce redemption in she has the most confessional time of anyone on the season.
Okay. and only in 2 episodes.
She's still early out.
Okay.
7 episodes and 72 seconds. That's all they could muster up to let you speak and to get to know you.
Wild. She had to have just given them absolutely. I wonder if maybe she got there and it wasn't all that she expected it to be. So when confessional time came, she just was like.
I think the trend we'll see with this list is a lot of these folks make it halfway, and it's almost like they're not. Somehow there manages to be somebody that falls in the middle that is not involved with anyone else's storylines or anything, and what does she get ready in the garage or
okay.
Where is she? She don't talk to no one in the room. No positive or negative relationships with any other girl. It's
weird.
wild.
Yeah.
So next we're gonna jump back in the vault. As the show evolves, the storytelling evolves. It gets better because especially season 1, there's not really a lot of story arcs in terms of what we see and how much of the girls we get to know in that type of way. They get better and better at it. But Kylie's Unique Love on season 2 and then The Princess on season 3 both made it at least 3-4 episodes in. And Princess had a storyline that she was quiet.
Yeah, she was quiet, reserved.
And then Kylie just didn't have any sort of story. She was a friend of Morgan.
But she came back.
I'm gonna start calling it like from my spa trip at the start of the year. Fortunately, the few things that did survive are all the Kylie videos, so you can go back and look at those. Those are still available to see on this new YouTube channel.
We love that.
And so we did talk about her time on season 2, and we talked about how she wasn't in it a lot. One of the things she was very open about the whole season was that she was trans.
Yeah.
And so it was something that was brought up. But they cut all that, and then it was part of the, like a surprise at the reunion. You know, she came out at the reunion. Everyone already knew.
Could you imagine them now, in today's society, today's culture, making somebody, pretty much forcing somebody... Come out again, but also forcing them to pretty much...
assimilate.
Conform to presenting as male.
Right.
And then, surprise!
And when I don't recall her saying that there was anything like that they made her do. You know, like... Yeah. But it was more just like what she was opening up about. They just chose not to air.
Because, like Peppermint, for instance.
Yeah. But, like, a Jiggly on season 4, she wore women's tops it was all women's clothes. But, yeah, didn't see anyone in, like, dresses.
They weren't in dresses or makeup or, like,
although people
presenting
really didn't back then. Yeah. Like, for anything, they all looked a mess. Like, they looked like they're in a workroom. Yeah. Because now everyone's, like, in drag or out of drag. Or trans or not, you're in full geisha in the workroom.
The dolls be dwelling now.
And then the princess, I mean, yeah, her story was that she's just a quiet person.
And she's actually not.
But she agreed with that. She was a great host.
Yeah, she's a great MC.
Very, like, lively. Exactly what you'd want from a MC. It's interesting, though, like, in the...
maybe she's just not the combative personality they're looking for.
The challenge she went out on, like, she kind of blended in on the wrestling. Like, she did have a couple challenges where you had to be loud and act. And then she was in that sell RuPaul's old music, like, as a compilation. And she couldn't act in that very well either.
And I think you can still be a good host and not be somebody who... Like, a lot of the girls who get a lot of airtime are good at... They read, honey.
Or, like, you can be... Also, to that same point, though, like, you can be hilarious as an MC, but then comes to the roast challenge and, like, bomb. Because a lot of times you're just improvising when you're up there. Like, and there's not any pressure. You're talking to drunk people.
Let me tell you something. Just the other night, I was MCing, and I was like, I am on tonight. Like, I am hilarious.
How I always saw hosting, or even performing, I would be like, I am in charge of everyone in this room. Yeah. It's like, I get off on it. If I get in front of RuPaul, I don't think that will have the same energy.
Yeah. I tell myself a lot, that Tina Turner quote from the movie, I got a room full of people come to see me. Right. Very that.
Right. I'm the star. You can't tell me nothing.
Yeah. I don't care if I'm the booger in the show. I'm the star.
I'll be the funny girl that day. Yeah. I'll put a character on it. Next, Lanisha Sparks on season 5. Yeah. This is a challenge winner.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd say, well, she is forgettable from that season, but also not forgettable because she was so well put together.
Her looks were impeccable. Yeah. However, we didn't learn a lot about her. Nope. She won she won the lip sync to Untucked. She was great at designing looks. Yeah. But like she seemed so shy. The version she gave us was like, I'm very shy.
I could see that, and I believe that. But some of the most talented, like, creative people are very, very... Like, they're either very loud and outgoing and in your face, or they're very shy and reserved and express through art. And I feel like she's one of those drag is art to her, and she expresses everything through her art.
Yeah.
Because I think
But there was a little bit of vulnerability or something missing. Yeah. Like, because you can be that, but, like... Give us something that feels like real or substance. You know?
I still thought she was before her time. Like, she was painting... circles around those girls.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, one of the most beautiful mugs. A lot of the earlier outs actually had the pretty mugs. Next, April Carrion on season 6. Also,
who is that?
There you go. She was the one that said to Adam Lambert in the first episode, "You want some chicken leg?" So, also, you know, an interesting trend we're already seeing here, there's three of the queens are Puerto Rican queens. With Lanisha specifically, I meant to bring this up, but I felt like she was not as comfortable in English, so that definitely can contribute to that. I don't think April had that problem. It's weird, like,
I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one, because I don't remember her at all.
She was in, like, 4 episodes, like 4 or 5 episodes. The problem is, like, the challenges that, besides the first design challenge, the roles that she would get were just horrible.
Yeah.
She was in an acting challenge and she had to play the Butch Queen in the Halloween thing, the horror thing. This poor little delicate angel could not be a Butch Queen. So it was bad. Then the Rusical, she got cast as the big girl role in the Rusical.
They set this baby up.
And she was bad at doing that. Because I guess she just thought, like, I'll yell all my lyrics.
Oh, okay.
That is just a trend with beautiful people, and she's definitely one of the most beautiful queens to ever come through. In
She's
and out of
gorgeous. I'm sitting here looking at her, and I'm like, why don't I remember her?
I feel like you if I showed you more pictures.
I should probably go back and rewatch some of these old seasons.
It's weird how the older seasons get to a point where they burn into my brain in a type of way.
Yeah.
That, like, it sticks. But it's always the season, like, 17? I don't remember
there
any of that.
There are things that are burnt into my brain about certain seasons, but, like, some of it, I'm like, girl, and then, like, remembering all these names. There's over 500 names to remember.
Right.
I think it's, like, weird but funny whenever I'm like, I just don't remember these people. And there are some that I remember, like, the first out.
That's the thing. I feel like all the first outs are pretty iconic and unforgettable. Were you with me when we did the video about second outs?
Did I do that? Yes, I think I was.
Initially, we were like, "Oh, this is the Forgotten Queens list," and then it was like, "They're not though.
They're not."
This is like
because we were like, "Wait, they were second out." I remember her.
Dax exclamation point! I kind of went back and forth of putting her on or not because she was only in 2 episodes.
Yeah, but didn't she?
But like Layla was eliminated with her at the same time.
Yeah, it was a double elimination.
Yeah, I feel like in those moments, other than knowing that she came in as Storm and she likes to do cosplay. That's all we got.
And that she is not good at lip syncing.
Not that song that day. Or in that musical.
Okay. Does she even still do drag?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she is, but she's in her, how
I feel like we just talked
about how
this
we kind of talk about Miss Fame being like in a different bubble within drag. Like she's in that fashion world that doesn't cross over with what we see a lot. Mm-hmm. At least for me personally. And I feel like obviously for you. Well, not obviously for you, but I feel like, I don't know, just the general...
What are you trying to say, bitch?
I'm trying to say, like, the general Drag Race zeitgeist. Like, they just don't... Even though they're doing stuff all the time... It's not
what we're watching.
It just doesn't come up as anything to talk about.
Yeah.
Because so many people do stuff all the time, and we're like, news! And, like, she's doing shit all the time, but... Like, she's not doing anything like at the Miss Fame level, but she's still always going to different Comic-Cons, doing drag at Comic-Con, which is important, because drag representation and cosplay, it's like... As somebody who does that, both communities have trouble accepting either version. So, like, the cosplay community has had trouble accepting drag queens as cosplayers, and the drag scene has struggled to accept cosplayers as drag queens.
And how does that make you feel?
Lots of emotions over the years, but I don't have those feelings anymore. I've moved past all that. I don't give a Next, this is one of the most infamous of all time to me. Season 11, Honey Davenport. It was our first season with 15 queens. She got the 6-way elimination.
Yeah.
The one girl that got out and, like, just didn't get no damn story. Everyone before her had full stories.
And we just knew she was going to... I guess we had high expectations because she was a Davenport. And we're like, the Davenports have really turned the party leading up to here. And
right. It's a name, that has weight behind it. Yeah. But that was the season with Acacia, too. So we had a few Davenports.
Yeah. I would like to see her come back, too.
I would, too. She's one that's, like, I feel like at the front of the line now for... Whatever the next one is.
Yeah. Let's get her in.
If we're not getting her in, like, why are we missing her? What's going on?
She definitely needs to be back. She deserves to be back.
We don't need anyone else getting Dita Ritzed.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to use that as a thing now.
Yeah.
She got Dita Ritzed.
She got Dita Ritzed, honey.
Category is not cheesecake. You're at home. The box is empty. Next, Orion Story from season 14. Everyone on 14 had a full story except for Orion.
Yeah. I don't recall.
And she, along with Diabetes, was eliminated the first episode and then brought back. Like, eliminated, just walked out, walked right back in, basically.
I still don't
But
recall.
she didn't have the trajectory that Dia obviously had.
Yeah.
She even got overshadowed in her elimination episode because that's the week that Cornbread had her ankle injury.
See?
Cornbread took that from her, too.
Well, I'd like to see her come back and see...
Another person that's been on the channel.
But
those videos got lost.
Is her makeup better than it was on the season?
She was beautiful when she was here.
Because I don't know what's happening in this picture.
Yeah. When she would do, like, her 60s aesthetic and the 60s beat, it was so good. But when she would, like, experiment with, like, maybe, like, a standard pretty face, she'd get a little bit lost in it. That's what this is giving me. What do you think about her coming back? I mean, almost everyone from 14's already been back.
Yeah, I don't know her, so I'd like to see it. I keep moving. My back is cutting up today.
Well, that's just because you're old, yeah.
That's because, you know, you don't follow labor laws here, and she's got me filming for 16 hours a day.
Well, if you wouldn't try to get boys to come over here. She tried to get a glory hole installed in my set here on Mangle Morning. I said, Chasity, we can't do that.
I thought they could be the pit crew.
Everything we have to do, the camera has to roll, and I can't put that anywhere. Maybe we can introduce a new level for Patreon of...
Patreon After Dark?
Chastity's Nasty Nights.
Ooh, I kind of like that. Chastity's Nasty
That actually sounds like a real show.
Okay. Do I need to... Is that the drama? Do I need to do that?
Lately, we've been coming up with good stuff with your name real easy.
Okay.
Chastity's Nasty Nights. Ooh.
I'm into it.
Moving on to season 15. It's one of the rare seasons where we definitely had two queens that I felt like got the Kandy Ho edit. Robin Fierce, very, like, textbook got that. But her drag was so good.
Yeah, I remember after that I started following her and I was like, oh, wait, she's good.
Like, her aesthetic, it wasn't always this, but when she would lean into the warrior woman, oh, it was, like, right up my alley. I loved it.
Yeah, but I would like to see her back.
Because her aesthetic was so good.
Yeah, I started following her after that, and, like, I think...
Beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
So
like,
beautiful.
I think she definitely
That was that
deserves
damn season with 5 Connecticut girls, and which... Was it her and Amethyst that hooked up one time, but then they didn't want to talk about it on the show?
Girl.
Or, like, it was awkward. Like, they attempted some sort of story there.
And then they were like, never mind.
It was almost like, why'd they show me that?
Okay.
That was uncomfortable for everyone.
Well, I hope if I ever get on, they don't talk about the queens I've hooked up with. Because I'm sure there'll be a couple in the
Well, they'll have to circle the planet a couple times before they find one you haven't either hooked up with or accused of stealing your wigs.
What can I say?
I think that was just one, right?
That was only one.
Or Mayari won a challenge. She won the girl group. To me, that was a very controversial win because we talked about
buying it.
It didn't make any sense to me. There was so many that stood out for character, for lyrics, for everything. It was literally like 5 girls, but they were like the top 5 that ended up being the top 5. I was happy for her.
Yeah. So
clearly
you remember her win.
Clearly, they didn't see her. Yeah, because I was confused. So like her story arc to me was like, well, what? Huh? And then she went home after that, basically.
So she won, and then she went home the next episode.
Yeah, that's why I talked about her recently, because she was on that list. Also, you remember this was the infamous season, the first season on MTV, and it was when Todrick's Real WeHos of Gays or whatever was airing, and so these episodes were really short.
Yeah.
I did hear that some of the queens, I don't even know if necessarily them, you know, with the extended episodes they put on like 6 months later on Paramount Plus, helped in some cases, but... I mean, I didn't hear anything significant. I didn't go back and watch because we had 100 other seasons after that.
Right.
I moved on.
We'd be busy.
Next, season 16, Xunami Muse. She won Miss Congeniality. I was confused as hell. And you
said, how?
She was there half the season, but like she seemed nice.
Yeah.
She seemed very sweet. It's kind of like these later seasons. It feels very similar. Like they seem like lovely people. Mm-hmm. Their drag is pleasant, bordering on good, or like have good, mid moments. Like, but yeah, didn't think they got robbed or anything. I think that's the problem. It's so mid that they just choose not to give them any sort of story, any sort of background.
And it's a little unfair, I'd say. I think that they need...
Especially because she won Congeniality. I mean, I will say, like, if you also, like, really watch the Untucks, you get to know her more because she was safe a lot. So she's back in that room a lot. So it makes more sense with that. But, like, narratively, just watching the show...
Yeah. You wouldn't...
It was very random. But also, it was the first ever shared Congeniality. That's Saphira one as well, which, based on what we saw on the show that they allowed to air, totally made sense.
Yeah. You just didn't connect with her Nobody did. Like,
I was going to say, it's not that I didn't connect with her. I felt like I was not given the opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You didn't get the opportunity.
And she's a muse.
Okay.
A muse getting that kind of edit is crazy.
Crazy work.
But you know what? When you look at that house, like, they can't all be Kandy and Aja. Like, you can't all be loud. You gotta balance that out.
Everybody's got it. There's got to be an ebb and flow.
Dahlia just walks out.
Okay.
And then she's the one that keeps the peace. We're finally to the most recent season 17. Because I was at the spa and missed the first couple months of this season and had to binge to catch up, I have a very skewed view of how this played out. It's all very jumbled. However, I did feel like Acacia Forgot, a name, is like born to be on this list. And then Crystal Envy, to me, felt like they were the non-playable characters. I feel like I don't know either one of those people.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah.
Especially Acacia.
And she made it further than Crystal.
Yeah, because Acacia didn't go out till...
The Rusical. She was the lead in the Rusical.
Yeah. All I remember really is her mullet. Because I can't stand a mullet.
And for me, trying to catch up and binge these episodes, pretty much the whole time, even though I do know they look very different, I would mix them up a lot.
And I remember, because we watched a lot of this season together on the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely have to agree with you. I remember Crystal more than I remember Acacia.
I feel like Crystal was at least in the top a couple times,
Yeah.
But I feel like Acacia Forgot really was kind of that classic Kandy Ho edit, in my opinion. Like, just, she was there, but we don't know much about that lady that's in that room. She just, they're like, who's that with you? This lady was she's always in this room with us, but we don't talk to her. I do remember she spoke up to get that lead in the Rusical, but even that was like, not even a moment compared to like how it should have been.
And what the moment was pissed me off. Because you did all that to get the lead to go out there and do absolutely nothing with it.
You could tell very subtly that she was actually moved and emotional by doing the part, but you got to be a bit more expressive in a Rusical. You know what I mean? Well, obviously you know what I mean, but I did see that she was personally moved. But as an actress, as a performer on the stage, you need to... I shouldn't have to look that close. We need to see in the back row. I last minute added all-star ones, but there's too much to break down, and they're already all-stars. But I would say that like Phoenix really was bad on this recent one. But when you have 18 queens, I guess it's inevitable, but there's only 6 of you.
Yeah.
Like, they did like a real quick catch-up of here, she's still
Why is Angie on there?
Because when she came back on that charity season, she was like not there.
Oh, I didn't even watch
Especially, the one that Nina West and Plastique and Injuria and Roxy were on.
Oh, I did.
Vanjie was there, and it was like, she wasn't, though.
Uh-oh.
Like, she's never been good at the challenges, but, like, she wasn't even, like, the confessional queen. She wasn't even funny in the confessionals or anything. She just literally wasn't there. And then Evie, especially, on the all-winter season. I mean, she talked about how they edited her out.
I forgot she was on that.
I do think that on the Versus the Worlds, it's weird that both the Holland queens on UK Versus the World 1 and 2, like, they both win challenges. Like, Janie Jacquet won 2. And it's like,
no, ma'am.
We get to know nothing about them. And that's a canceled, obscure franchise. Like, and it's great that they win challenges, but I would like to, like, tell us something about, like, I want some meat on the bone. Now it's time to take a look at our YouTube thanks. Adam here said, sending love to some of my favorite people. Not sure if this has been done, but a list of best and worst runway themes. Best would be most queens killed it, and worst would be even the best queen struggled to make it work. Love y'all. That could be a good, that could be a... With all these franchises, too, it could be an extensive list.
You might have to narrow that list down.
But I think that's a good idea. The first thing that came to mind, what I thought was an easy category that the girls effed up, was the Madonna runway on season 8. They all came out in kimonos.
Yes.
It's Madonna. You can do anything. And four of them did kimonos. Like,
yeah, they missed the mark on that one.
They redid the Madonna runway on season 9. And it was better, but it was weird that we still had so many duplicates. Is there any non-playable characters or Kandy Ho edits that you could think of that should be on here, or like that stand out to you?
Yeah, but I can't remember them.
That's real. Like the queen that was missed on the missed queen list.
Yeah,
that's the girl that
that's the girl that
has the real struggle. Pray for her, whoever she is and wherever she is, because we can't find her.
Nowhere.
We're going to head out of here for now. Let us know what you think about the non-playable characters and if we missed anyone. I have one last thing to say today. Glad you got to see us. Bye!